You've reached the voicemail box of Lieutenant Jared Kinsman with Fort Collins Police Professional Standards Unit. I'm either on the phone or away from my desk. If you please leave me a message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, Lieutenant Kinsman. It's me, William Montgomery. 970-825-4421, 970-412-5463. So, when we spoke last, you had told me something along the lines of that I would have to resolve my issues of perjury and maybe submitting false statement for recording through the courts. And I don't know if I told you this, but I had actually spoken with the DA that day. So it's a lot of things are coming back to me. But I mentioned all those things, like, to him directly. And I don't want to say this, but if I recall, I think I recall him telling me that I need to go to Internal Affairs. I kid you not. I can go back to him. I can reconfirm that if you need. But if he's pointing me back to you guys and you're pointing me to them, who helps me out with these charges? I'm being real serious here. So just let me list them off real quick. Giddings lied on the stand, basically said, well, first off, that he spoke to the city attorney in the unlawful conduct trial. 15M630, I think? No, 15M2608. But nevertheless, he already perjured on the stand before by saying that he was that he had not spoken with any city attorneys, and that basically on the streets he had said that he had spoken to them 4 times. That was 4 different occasions. So that's the kind of crap there. But ultimately, the present case, he lied very specifically about filing or filling out police reports in a certain order. And the Occupy Jefferson paperwork wasn't even started. Oh, I know it was. On the 24th, there's an empty entry by him. But it wasn't until the 30th, after the attempted influence documentation was filed, did he go ahead and fill out the Occupy Jefferson. So, but also, other things are coming up. Like, for instance, submitting false documents for recording. We won't deal with that one. There's other ones like Mike West basically saying things that obviously don't match up to the actual audio itself. That's just more of a lie. I don't know if it's perjury, because like you said, it's, cross-statement perjury usually. But nevertheless, lies, basically a whole bunch of lies, man. And I'm still putting this case together, and it's still more lies. And so real quick, just to let you in on a couple secrets here, because, you're Internal Affairs, and I still think you really should know about these things. But basically, up on the stand, Mike West said that he had sent an email to both of his bosses, Mike Calhoun and Steve Lukowski, on 8/4. This is right after Soft Gold Park. He said that he sent emails to his bosses referencing Soft Gold Park. Yeah, I talked to his bosses. They definitely do not recall an email. And they do recall talking about Occupy Jefferson. So, my whole theory, my original theory of Giddings taking this comment, talking to Mike West, and then them going and talking to their boss, still holds true here. Maybe they talked after 9/8, maybe after 9/14 only. But I can tell you this. It's definitely not looking good. Mike West's statement on the stand that he had shot an email to both of them on 8/4. So that's like a whole month prior. And so if you can only imagine, Mike West is trying to build up an actual case of when he officially started becoming concerned for his safety, so forth and so on. But that's a really big one. And are you ready for this? The kicker of kickers, man. This is why you probably should just keep listening to us or start. I don't know, man. But seriously, man, what is your job if it's not to catch these kinds of things? Like, if you guys are only policies, that's not really, that's not what your internal affairs policy says. It says you guys can handle the statutes. And so real quick, let me finish up with this one. This one's a really ugly one. But basically, between the 3 witnesses, Rhonda Peckham, Mike West, and Wes Haynes, the 3 people that were there present during the camping ticket on 9/8 that was recorded, somewhere in there, evidently, as I was getting tickets, I became upset.
You are approaching the maximum length for a recording. Finish your recording after the tone.
Basically, there was an allegation in there that backup was called while the tickets were being written. Mike West says that it was either Wes Haynes or Rhonda. Rhonda says that it was either Mike West or Wes Haynes. Wes Haynes says he doesn't recall at all. So who called in backup? Nobody! What a hoot!
The maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. To mark it urgent, 1. To play it, 3. To re-record it, 4. Your message has been sent.